We are coming to you with a little bit of a different show here on Twitter Live. If you're familiar with the podcast, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to do the hosting, and we're going to enjoy some of Taylor's reactions to the best that NBA Twitter had to offer this week. So first of all, we'll jump right in. We'll go to our first tweet from Lakers Blog 1. Odds that Giannis becomes a Laker. What do you think of that, Taylor?
0.
Why 0?
0% with that, because he doesn't care, at least at this point in his career, he doesn't care about the big markets. One thing that he has said he loves about Milwaukee is the small market to him. He doesn't need to have, that's why I put him in a pedigree with like Kevin Garnett or something like that.
Okay, so I have to go there because you know I have to go there. Does that mean it's more likely he goes to Toronto than to LA?
Yeah.
All right,
I could see him going. Honestly, I mean, if it wasn't for you guys beating him last year, I could see him going to Toronto.
I think he would go anyways. Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe if his brother is there.
That's a good point, but we missed out on that. Toronto tried to sign him, and he got yoinked.
So, which brother? Was it the one that ended up in Milwaukee with Giannis, or was it the brother that's in LA?
The one that's in LA, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how LA is trying to lure him in. We got you, bro.
Yeah.
We got you, bro.
Yeah, I mean that was presumably the Raptors' strategy as well when they were trying to get him. But there was some reason. Oh, it had to do with the standings because at the time the Raptors' record was better. The other team got the first shot at him, so they were allowed to take him first.
That little wire, gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, so Giannis, no chance he goes to.
No
it's
just Laker fans.
Ugh. All right, moving right along. Our next tweet is from Sanjay Kirpalani, formerly of Bleacher Report. So, if KD never wins another title, historically, do you rank him ahead of Dirk Nowitzki, assuming he remains healthy and productive for the rest of his career? Yes, no, not sure, it's close, or it depends on how KD finishes?
That last one, or I get torn because Dirk Nowitzki's single title is more than KD's 2 titles.
Right.
So, like, I can't really throw the ring situation in with that. So then we're going to go by playing style. I mean, like, when we're just talking pure playing style, Kevin Durant's one of the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But Dirk Nowitzki is in my top 10 favorite of all time players. Because when I was growing up, I was like, I can replicate him. As I'd look at Garnett and be like, yours is a lot more fun to watch. I could be like him.
Right.
I could do that, which I couldn't because here I am now. So, but no, yeah, no.
Okay, you know what? Hang on a sec. I don't think we went out to Twitter. And I'm not exactly sure why.
The beauty of live.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go Dirk. Just he led a team by himself. Kevin Durant, I mean,
Sure.
And I am a Warriors fan too. I'm also a Mavericks fan. So Yeah, Kevin Durant. No, Dirk. Even if Kevin Durant wins another one, unless he's the single person leading the team, if he's leading the Magic to the finals, no. Actually, I say Timberwolves because that means we're going to the finals. So then, if he single-handedly brings the Timberwolves to the finals, then there we go. There is. Then I would say Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant only has one scoring title? 2? Something like that. Dirk Nowitzki should have one.
Okay, there we go. I fixed it.
Yay!
Okay, so Dirk over KD.
I said Dirk.
If KD never wins another title, what if he does?
It depends on the team. It really does.
Okay.
Because if he's doing
how much he had to carry it?
What?
How much he had to carry the team?
Yes. Dirk carried that franchise forever. Yeah. KD just wants to play basketball. Whatever.
All right. Dirk over KD.
Dirk.
I like it. I'll take it. You know, I've never been the biggest Kevin Durant fan, so I'm cool with that.
Like, he's talented as hell, but I mean,
all right, let's move on from KD.
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
This tweet comes from NBA Wrath 23. This is the greatest bench reaction ever. I'm going to go full screen on this one.
Reactions.
Just so that we can fully enjoy this reaction. It's pretty hilarious.
Okay, LA bench. It's a LA Kobe picture.
Okay, watch the bench.
Oh, yes, I remember this one. I remember. That was a clean block, too. Block, too. Shannon Brown, throw it down. No.
So that is one of my all-time favorite things in basketball is the bench reaction sometimes, because sometimes they're just epic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like that
one is one of those ones that came up again that I was like, yeah, that's worth watching over and over and over.
No, that is one of my favorite bench reactions of all time, just because I never see Kobe do something like that. And next thing you know, you see him just damn. And then even you got Powell there too with it, like right behind him. And then Trevor Ariza then freaking. And then Luke Walton. Luke Walton could sit down. Luke Walton could sit down. He wasn't a player. My mom and I say he looked like a pretty boy. So that's all we know of him, pretty boy.
How do you really feel, Taylor? How do you really feel?
It looks like he's got eyeliner on or something. Got that cat eye going on. Real thin cat eye.
Okay, that went in a direction I was not expecting, so we're going to move along here.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is very interesting. This comes from John D.R. I'm going to give you the whole picture. So he's asking, is this enough to be in the Hall of Fame? So you got 3-time All-Star, 16-17 Steel Champ, 3-time NBA champ, 2-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defensive, 2016 Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green. Is Draymond Green a future Hall of Famer?
Like the thing is, like when Draymond was in peak form, like he was one of my favorites. One of my favorites. He was like the definition of glue guy. But now all he does is talk. He doesn't do anything because then everyone realized, oh wait, when he has to be a focal point, he's kind of useless now. He already hit his peak. But he's got the pedigree of the titles.
Okay, so I guess that's the next question.
Well, how many All-Stars did Dennis Rodman have? I'm not putting him in the same realm, but when you think of it, is defensive primary players, they both won Defensive Player of the Year. They both have titles under their belt, and they only were an All-Star a handful of years, though. Their impact lasted long. I mean, I'm not putting him on the same level as Dennis Rodman, but still, that's him. And also, it's really loose on how you get to the Basketball Hall of Fame because you also got to throw in college. He was Michigan State Big Ten Conference Player of the Year. But
True.
he's not. I'm going to say yes, not a first ballot though. He's going to be on the ballot for a minute. If Chris Webber's still not in it, he's going to be on there for a minute.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like that take. That works for me.
No, yeah, he's going to be on there for a minute. It's going to be like one of those 70s players that gets inducted nowadays. They're like, yeah, he was just there. He showed up to practice. So here you go. Forever.
All right. Draymond Green, according to Taylor, you heard it here first. Yes, Hall of Famer, not first ballot.
Yep. There we go.
All right, here's another fun question. We're back to KD somehow, but he's always an interesting topic. This comes from The Most Earned. If Harden beat KD and the Warriors in 2018 and went on to win the champion that year and finals MVP, where would he rank all time right now? His options are top 5, top 10, 15. Top 15, or top 20.
Top 20.
Top 20.
Still top 20. I'm not sold on this guy. Like, I am not.
I'm not either.
I don't think I will ever be sold on this guy. The guy, he's great. He can make buckets. He's got really good IQ, but at the same time, I just don't. Ugh. Do I want a beard anymore?
Oh, we have a reply to you from Who is Ryan McSee. If Draymond Green isn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, I'm going to punch someone in the groin, allegedly.
You know what? If they throw in for the Hall of Fame for him reactions on the bench, his first few years are pure gold reactions because that's where he lived, on the bench. So I mean,
snap.
I'm just saying the guy was 30 teams skipped out on him because he was a second rounder. I'm a huge fan of him for a while. It's only like Lamar Odom. Would he be? He's not a Hall of Famer, but like he's just as good, and he was just as useful for the Lakers. He write it down. Third time around, he'll be on it.
All right, Ryan, you've been responded to. Taylor's not having it. Sorry.
Third time around. You're wrong. I'm right. That's how it works. I can just say it.
Okay, so if you have listened to the Hardcourt Hunnies podcast, you will know that we have gone down some Space Jam rabbit holes. Woo-hoo! So when I saw a Space Jam tweet this week,
released the logo for
on NBA Twitter, I couldn't resist. So we've got from @Threadhead Media. Did you know Jay-Z was the mastermind ghostwriter for Bugs Bunny's bars in the iconic film Space Jam? Did you know that before?
96?
Really? Yeah. See, I knew you would find that interesting.
Because so I collect records. I have a record of like Jay-Z before like he had even like it's a mixtape. It's a lost mixtape thing. And this is like on the cover of it, it's like Busted Grill. I'm like, wow, you really bought back Alley Grill with this one. But like and he's with the same guy. His name was like G-Eazy Love Sauce or something like that. Every single guy's doing the beat for it. I'm butchering it hardcore with what it is, but it
was probably just that ridiculous though.
Something on the lines of that. So I mean, I feel like where is this information being pulled from?
That is very good information.
Twitter. You know what? My conspiracy theory has more of a leg to hold on there. I want proof. Show your work. That's right. You can't, so it doesn't work. Show your work. He's not showing his work.
Yeah. So this is a private. So this Twitter account is associated with a private blog.
Well, he's wrong.
And so it could completely be conjecture. But I mean, that's the beauty of NBA Twitter, isn't it?
I don't like liars.
Hey, doesn't a conspiracy theory automatically, like by default, mean you're not necessarily lying?
Well, then
that's your favorite thing in the world, Taylor. Come on now.
No, I just like getting to the facts, and sometimes people don't like it because my facts are the right facts.
Okay.
Show me the next.
All right, moving on. According to at News by More, this is another blog. LeBron James isn't even a top 5 NBA player of all time, according to Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley's top 5 favorite player of all time for me.
Okay, favorite player. I know you have mad love for Charles, but what do you think of his take outside of what if somebody had said it other than Charles?
There's things where he hit is pure gold, and then there's things like this where I'm just like, he's acting like an old man.
Well, he kind of is an old man.
I mean, he is, but like in the fact where like, I don't know. I think sorry, Charles. No, LeBron is top 3, top 5 for sure. He's top 5. Mix it in if you want to, depending on how you want to set it up. Michael should be 1, if not 1A, but yeah, whatever. He's 1 or 1A. Regardless, he's in that one. But LeBron, I'd put him at 3. But Charles is wrong there. I don't care if he's a Hall of Famer. I don't care if he has way more knowledge than me in the game of basketball. He's wrong. Because I can just say it's right into existence like that. Because
all right. Well, I think that gives you a little bit of extra credibility based on the fact that it was Charles's quote. So
I mean, I got to give you guys the personality. He's great. He's great. There was a fan that called him out on his gambling, and he was they're like, "You have a problem?" He's like, "I don't have a problem. I'm rich. I can gamble all I want." And I'm like,
okay, so we've got a question for you. Marco Polo 0026 wants to know who you got at number 2 if MJ is first and LeBron's third.
I got Kobe.
Yeah, that's what he thought.
Kobe.
He guessed it would be
Kobe just because he replicated Michael. I mean, he did.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to like not put them 1 and 2 when like practically carbon copies, right?
And I don't like to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan because it's 2 different skill sets. If I ever compare anyone to LeBron, it's Magic Johnson.
Right.
LeBron's a pass first guy, really, and so is Magic.
Yeah.
He's the athletic version of Magic Johnson, 2.0.
That works.
That's been my thing. And I hold firm on that comparison. Leave it.
We're gonna jump into our next one. So there's been lots of conjecture. Still, we don't have any word on what is going to happen with the rest of the NBA season. I saw a bunch of tweets just today about expressing how the executives are starting to get frustrated because there's no clear direction from the NBA. I feel like obviously they're doing their best. I feel like this is the kind of situation where information is just going to be slow on coming. But one of the options that I saw pop up was the possibility of finishing the season at Disney World Resort in Florida. This comes from Maddie_Vampries. So what do you think about that option?
I saw that and then I was just like, is the NBA in bed with Disney now? First it was Warner Brothers with Space Jam. Now they're doing it with Disney. Like,
okay, but
I get the NBA needs money, but I mean, like, getting it from Disney, like that's how much dirt do you want on your hands?
But in terms of a viable place where you could have a closed environment.
Well, like what are you saying? Like there's tip off at Epcot? Is there tip off at Epcot or like what? Like where we go? Like, are we at the Magic Kingdom for the finals or where? Like,
but I mean, just hear me out though. In terms of a place where you could have enough capacity to keep everyone there and keep it contained.
So you just have everyone there.
And I can't think of a better option.
Well, then you just gotta bubble the whole place. Then.
Well, yeah, I think that's why the reasoning is let's try it.
So we'll just let everyone congregate in this one area, and then we keep them there hostage. Is that what we're thinking? This is basketball hostage. Let's have negotiation. It's gonna be Adam Silver, and then it's going to be I don't know, some lieutenant. I can't think of anyone high up ranking, but it's going to be Adam Silver and this guy, and they're going to be trying to pop the bubble. It's going to be, if you've ever seen the Simpsons movie,
It's been a long time.
Springfield gets put into a bubble.
Yeah.
That would be Disney.
That's how you would see it going down.
Exactly. And see, that's why the Simpsons is on Disney Plus. Like, it all connects, Jade. It all connects in the end. When you force pieces together, it works.
You know what? I think this is going to become a running thing where, like, I'm going to present a tweet to you, and I'll be sure that there's no way you can turn it into a conspiracy theory, and you're going to surprise me every single time. You're going to be.
Oh my God, I can backflip into anything like that. Granted, a lot of times it involves like consumer stuff, so it's pretty lame things. It's like, okay, good if it is true, but no, I get to the hard facts for the everyday Joe. So that's why I'm needed. People like me get answers.
Even if they're made up out of thin air, right?
When I have credible information, as I've done my many research down many different less than credible sites. I mean, when you have a site you're getting information of that ends with .biz, I don't think they're forking over too much money to actually get the real right domain for like .com or something like that.
Yeah, probably not.
At least try like a .org.
Right?
When you throw the Oregon, that's when I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna. This is the place I'm gonna cite my source. Like,
that org is my hallmark too. I'm like, okay, I can trust this.
Yep, it says org. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna put that one. .com, .biz. Oh, you broke.
Okay, we've got one more tweet for the night.
One more.
This one comes from at Lounge NBA. We're going back to Giannis and KD, bringing it full circle. So he says, I fully expect Giannis to stay in Milwaukee, but if he ditched the Bucks and went to the Warriors, would it be the same type of legacy damager as it was for KD? Keep in mind that much of NBA Twitter thinks Golden State Warriors were frauds without Durant, and those teams had Iggy and Livingston. So if Giannis was
it's not an argument saying, well, they had Iggy and Livingston. Okay, Livingston coming off the bench and Iggy just playing like solid role minutes. Like, I love both those guys. They're very crucial. But like, are you saying those two are equivalent to KD? Please.
No. What they're saying is if Giannis was to go there now.
Yeah. But how
would it damage his legacy the way it did with KD? Because when KD got there, they had those guys, and now they don't.
Oh no, it won't hurt. It won't hurt Giannis's. It all depends on how good the Warriors are. The only reason why it was a cop out for Kevin Durant was because it was just like, oh, we lost. Oh, you guys want me to play with you?
Okay, so
it's if Giannis loses to them in the finals, then like I could totally be like, ooh,
don't do it.
That Greek god just turned into a snake.
Okay, so let's take the hypothetical a step further and put some specifics in place. Let's say the rest of this season gets canceled. Golden State plays next season with their roster as it is. Obviously not likely to stay exactly the same. But you figure Clay's back, Steph's back, Andrew Wiggins is there now. And basically they've got all those bench guys that had to play the season. If Giannis joins that team and wins a championship, does he have the same, well, you joined an amazing team thing that KD's got following him around?
A little bit.
Okay.
I wouldn't say as much as Kevin Durant just because he was already on a really good team. Like, I mean, well. I just like Giannis more than Kevin Durant, so it's like
I know that makes it hard to actually have like an unbiased opinion.
Yeah, like Giannis is charming. Kevin Durant is Kevin. Just that's all I can say. He's fun to watch. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure I'm not a hot take with this one right now saying, with him. I'm sure he's got a tweet right now going right at me because I know he's watching me.
I'm sure he is.
I know he's just like this smug kid from Minnesota. Where does he get his knowledge from? This team hasn't made the playoffs since '89.
All right. On that note, I can't not end on a note where you were real about the Timberwolves. So that's all our tweets for this week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and joining us. Check out the Hardcourt Hunnies podcast. It drops every Tuesday at 1 p.m. The next episode, we will be talking about What Else? The Last Dance, episodes 3 and 4. We're going to take a deep dive. And until next week, we'll be back with our Twitter live. Hardcourt Hunnies presents NBA Twitter with the most interesting and fun tweets I can find to get the best reactions out of Taylor. I hope you guys all enjoyed that as much as I did. And we will see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
I love it. Bye.